Welcome back to the O Show, everything crypto and NFTs every day. I'm your host, Wendy O. And apparently Dogecoin is pumping and everybody's excited. And I'm happy for you guys. And one of the cool things about this insanity is that we are starting to see different crypto projects trend on Google Trends. Why is that important? Well, that is important because that indicates that the people that are not religiously on Crypto Talk or Crypto Twitter or Crypto YouTube are starting to get excited. This means retail. And we saw that Dogecoin was trending on Google Trends, which is amazing. And really, when you think about it, Dogecoin is like a cult classic. It has been around. It is tried and true. And everybody knows for the most part, it is a meme coin. Plus, you could get Dogecoin on a multitude of different exchanges. Coinbase, ref link down below. CoinCatch, ref link down below. Any exchange you want to use. But again, read the terms of services, not your keys, not your coins. So we're going to go ahead and talk about that pump apparently. And then we're going to talk about a bunch of other stuff too, like a bunch of other stuff. Somebody on TikTok said everything is pumping except XRP. Well, that is because XRP is a large market cap coin. And that means, and it was so funny. I actually want to make a video about this, but I remember like back in 2020 when I was posting crypto TikToks and all that stuff about why market cap matters. Well, that's what we're actually seeing happen in real time. So all of the people that told you market cap doesn't matter, where are they now? Huh? Where are they now? Yeah. Market cap does in fact matter. When we have a very, very large market cap, it requires a lot of liquidity to move. Like people, I've been accused of pumping like large cap stuff in the past, like Bitcoin or Ethereum or XRP, insane stuff. And I couldn't move that market if I tried. Heck, I can't even move low cap markets in many cases. And we just don't talk about them necessarily on the channel unless we're doing like a live stream taking all coin requests for the most part. Okay. But again, like I think XRP does have its place in the crypto market. I think that it is a great way to bring in traditional finance and the banks and those types of things. And how you decide to play that is your business. That's all. But we got to talk about a lot of stuff. Thank you guys so much for being here. And I also want to say we've got 100 people in the YouTube chat, 96 of you on Crypto Talk. And I need you guys to smash a like, because when you smash a like, it pushes this out to more and more people and it helps support me in the channel. Woo! Also, too, if you guys were here yesterday, and you experienced a Coinbase outage, and if you made it through, congratulations. You have officially been initiated to crypto in the proper manner. So I'm proud of you guys. I'm really, especially Crypto Talk, because there's a lot there. The experience between Crypto Talk and Crypto YouTube, there's a big difference. Crypto YouTube is generally more advanced, but I'm really, really proud of Crypto TikTok because you guys that joined me yesterday on the stream, you guys held it together. You guys didn't come to conclusions in most cases. And I actually read the comments on one of the videos I made about Coinbase going down. And there was only a couple ignorant comments. Generally, there's like a lot. There were some people comparing it to FTX. There were some people saying it's a rug pull and manipulation, which that's not the case in any way, shape, or form. Literally, their system got overloaded, and we'll talk about that. So if you're somebody that stood calm and you held your own ground, I'm really proud of you. We like to appreciate people. We love to appreciate people when they do good. Okay. Another thing that I want to talk about, I'm getting a lot of, and mixing, I want you to clip this. This is going to be important. I want to talk about taking profit, and then we'll get into the exciting new stuff, especially Dogecoin. There's different ways that you could take profit. Number one, you should always have a trading and investing journal. Always. And you can create that any way that makes sense for you. You write down your entry, your exit, how long you want to hold, how much disposable income, your goals, your hopes, your dreams. Why are you doing this? And you also set some trading and investing rules. Now, when we're talking about taking profit, there's different tiers or different ways to take profit. So let's start with the trash. If you're investing in very, very risky stuff, you probably want to get in and get out as fast as you can. And some people might not like that because they're like, yeah, I want to diamond hand it because I think it could go up super fast. Well, I want to remind you, if you're investing in risky stuff or pre-sales, those are risky things. You want to consider once you get that 2 times, you want to pull out your initial, you want to pull out your profit and enough to pay taxes right after it 2 times. And then whatever you have left over, that's a moon bag. And then if number keeps going up, you can decide if you want to take profit. If number doesn't go up, then you have removed all of your risk. So you're going to be okay with that. The next case scenario is larger cap coins. those don't carry as much risk, but they still do carry risk. With me, I like to dump to some disposable income in. I like to start laddering my sells on the way up, and I will continue to pull profit. If the thing pumps like crazy and I get it 2 times, I'm going to be pulling out initial profit, taxes, make a moon bag. But the goal is, no matter how, if it's a meme coin, if it's a pre-sale, if it's something super risky, or if it is a like top 100 crypto, the name of the game is to remove your risk so you have more capital. And again, you don't have to take all of it out. And that's why we talk about moon bags. And then we've got stuff like Bitcoin and Ethereum. Okay, with Ethereum, that's going to kind of be more like with the larger cap stuff. But with Bitcoin, that is a completely different asset than like the Ethereum, the top 100 coins, the pre-sales, the meme coins, the risky stuff. With that can be a long-term hold for a lot of people. To me, when I look at Bitcoin, I think about, long-term holding like I would with a 401k in some cases. However, if we do see those crazy numbers like 100,000, 250,000, I'm going to be taking quite a bit of profit because I have some goals and dreams that I want to make reality. But that's kind of what my plan is. And those are just some sort of ideas. But again, it is very, very important to be able to remove risk from whatever it is you decide to do with your disposable income. Because at the end of the day, you are here to improve the life of you and your family and your community. And I'm not telling you to take profit on Bitcoin now. No way, shape, or form. If you have a family emergency, you have something you need to do, yeah, you might want to consider that. But when we're talking about, like, you need to kind of classify your investments too. And you need to classify, is this risky? What is the risk on this? Like, can I make it 2 times? Can I make it 10 times? Those types of things. But again, if you are getting into something, even if it is super, super risky and this thing shoots up like crazy, I still like the 2 times rule because you don't know what's going to happen. And just because everybody's talking about, I made it 10 times, I made it 20 times, whatever it is, that might not be the case for you. So just keep that in mind. With each asset you have, you need to have a different exit plan. And it can be something like it could be like with Bitcoin, it could be a 10, 20-year plan, or maybe you just want to buy and you just don't want to sell ever and you want to transfer it down to your family. That's fine too. But again, you have to think about this as a way to improve your life. And by holding something, you might not improve your life. You actually might lose out on it. So go ahead and diversify and classify your different intentions and make it make sense for you. That's the moonbag strategy. That's literally all that it is. Anyways, let's get into news. Let's talk about Dogecoin. And Mixing, please clip that. I think it's going to be very, very important for people to see, to think about. Queen is goth. No, I'm not goth. I'm just wearing dark today. Just because a girl, let me tell y'all something. Women that have, like, when I was growing up, it was like cool to be blonde. Like super cool to be blonde. And when Kim K came on the scene, I was like, yes, we have a darker skin. We have a tan skin. We have a darker complexion girl. Because when I used to be out in the sun all the time. And again, I'm half Sicilian, half Italian, and I get tan and I, get dark in the summertime. So it was nice to see a girl with like darker complexion and darker hair that was actually gorgeous. I don't really go outside a whole lot these days. So when she came on the scene, I was like, yes, I don't have to have the ugly streaks in my hair, none of that stuff. But no, I'm not goth. I like to have dark hair. I've been wearing dark colors because I'm freaking depressed. I'm in depression mode, okay? So let me wear dark colors if I want. But no, I do love rock and goth and punk and glam and all that stuff. I love R&B. I love hip hop. I love a lot of the old school jazz. And my favorite, I think she's R&B. I don't know, but she is my favorite, like, I guess R&B is her. My absolute favorite. The talent that woman has. Oh, she has a hold on my soul. She is so talented, so gorgeous. It's just, and I show my daughter her music because my daughter's a musician. And it just makes me, I absolutely love her. And I got the pleasure to see her live. So anyways, let's go and get straight into the stuff because I know you guys are tired of hearing me talking about, I'm too pretty to be depressed. Well, unfortunately, I am very extremely depressed, but we're here. We're here. All right, let's go ahead and talk about it. There's lots of things. I kind of went off on him, but we'll talk about that later. But anyways, let's get into the first story. The first story is Dogecoin bullish bets record $1 billion. So let's take a look at this story. The tokens were up over 40% in the past 24 hours, continuing a rally as the beta bet on the blockchains they are based upon. So let's read a little bit over this here. So Doge futures set a record level. Open interest, or the amount of unsettled bets on Doge futures, increased over 54% since Wednesday. Basically, with a futures, you're betting that number is going to go up or down by a certain date. That's all that it is. Or is that options? Whatever. Anyways, open interest, or the amount of unsettled bets on Doge futures, increased over 54% since Wednesday. This set a lifetime record of 1 billion in Doge longs. So people are anticipating them to get up. 70% of traders are long. Doge led gains among other top tokens over the past 24 hours. Price was up as much as 40% before giving back some gains. So let's go ahead and discuss that on the trading view. Where's my Doge? And I have a moon bag of Doge from 2018, I believe. From 2018, that's when I bought it. And I bought it on Bittrex. I showed you guys before too on Tiki Tacky. So this is Doge. This is our Doge, doggy dog. Yeah, baby, yeah. All right, again, Doge is pretty cyclical, but we talked about this potential setup, and this came to fruition. Yeah, we do good work here. Anyways, Doge pumped like crazy. It actually broke resistance at 10 cents, and we're still up. So this is absolutely fantastic. Where are we going to go next with Dogecoin? Well, let's go ahead and take a look at the daily chart. Daily looks nice. Everything's looking nice. The next target would be about 15 cents. Do I think Doge is going to hit all-time high again? That I don't know. It really kind of depends what is going on with the market. Doge is a very popular meme coin. A lot of people know about it. It's been talked about heavily. So I feel like that is a safer bet for many people that are wanting to get back into crypto. So we'll see. But this is why I keep moon bags, because you never know what's going to happen. And again, I bought my Doge at 40 to 60 Satoshis, 40 to 60 sats, because way back then you traded everything in Bitcoin. We didn't have all the stable coins we had. So anyways, that's what's going on with Doge. And if you guys would like to use my CoinCatch ref link to long Doge or to short Doge, to accumulate, to do whatever it is you want to do with it, I personally don't care what you do with it. I've got a Coinbase ref link in the description or on CryptoWendyO.com, or you could use CoinCatch. I like CoinCatch. We've been trading over there. And if you'd like to use it, it helps support me in the channel. So please keep in mind, not your keys, not your coins, and you need to read the terms of service. And you need to know how to use cold storage. And I'm going to remind TikTok, and I'm also going to remind YouTube. This weekend, if you have not learned about or if you're not using cold storage, I'm going to challenge you to take a couple hours out of your day and sit down and educate yourself. I don't care if it's at your kid's soccer game. I don't care if it's at your brother's wedding. I don't care if it's at somebody's funeral. I don't care. You need to sit down and you need to educate yourself. If you do not have a ledger, if you don't have that cold storage device, you need to order one. And you need to figure out how to use it, because there is no way that we are going to allow any of you to leave crypto on exchanges this cycle. Okay? So you guys need to figure out, you need to do your due diligence, you need to do what works for you, and you need to put some time in this weekend. So you educate yourself and then order whatever it is you need to order from the official site and figure it out. And no, I'm not going to make a video showing you how to do any of it, because anytime I do this, nobody watches it, and it actually brings down my rating in the algorithm on both TikTok and on YouTube. Anyways, let's get back into it. All right, so that was Dogecoin. And use my CoinCatch ref link. Taking a look at the entire market cap, Bonk is up 59.9%. 59.9%. AR, I think it's Airwave, 21.2%. Solana, 16.2%. Hex, 32.4%. This is like very early stages of alt season. I'm excited for all of you. And remember, don't get greedy. Nobody ever went broke from taking profit. And yes, I'll be the annoying YouTuber that's going to consistently yell and scream at you. Did you take profit? Did you take profit? Did you take profit? Why? Because I want you to win. That's why. Do I think this is a super cycle? Yes. Do I think we're going to see everything go absolutely bonkers? Yes. Could this be the last cycle? Yes. Especially in the United States of America, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But you really got to take responsibility for your actions and take profit. So we talked about how to do that. You figure it out. So Bitcoin, we are trading above $60,000, currently trading at 61.3. This is the weekly chart. Taking a look at the daily, we had a bit of a pullback, and that's okay. That is absolutely okay. You want to see pullbacks. I love this price action right here. I love this price action from the 14th, Valentine's Day. Oh, it's also leap year. And I want to remind you guys, leap year happens every 4 years. We have 29 days in February as opposed to 28. We have 366 days in 2024 instead of 365. So my price prediction for Bitcoin is $366,000. And yes, I'm kind of trolling y'all. But anyways, from February 14th to Monday, February 26th, we had a really nice consolidation period. And we love consolidation periods because when we see consolidation, it brings strong areas of support and resistance for future price action. Ultimately, it would be nice to consolidate between $60,000 and about $65,000. And shout out to squidgrow, shout out to SilentSwap. If you really, really want to protect your assets, once you have cold storage, you'll take a look at SilentSwap. You will. Anyways, that's where I would like to see price go. On the 12-hour, we have our dippy dip. On our 6-hour, we're rebounding a bit. And on the 4-hour, we're just kind of here. So again, I would really like to see some consolidate, just more. Oh, look at this candle, how crazy this one was from the 4-hour. I'd really like to see some consolidation within this area, about 60 to 65,000. That's what I would like to see. The market doesn't care about me and my feelings, though. And I do have to give a shout out to Ethereum. Even though we saw a high of $3,500, we're dropping, which is good. This is good. With a little bit of a drop is good. And again, I would like to see Ethereum really consolidate above $3,200. Really would like to see that. But again, I got Ethereum and we are going to make it back in one trade. I'm just kidding. All right, now let's get into the new stuff. Smash a like, get it up, use the CoinCatch ref link, all of those things. 360,000. That would be amazing, right? That would be amazing. I would love that. I don't know what Frank is. Shout out to John, to Gamer, to Mr. Bootyhead, to Mike. Who else is in here? Who else? To Alexandra. All these amazing people in here. To Callie. All right, let's get back into it. I have a meeting at 11. All right, so we talked. We're breaking the news stories over here, but I got to talk about this. And I went off on Tom Emmer. So basically, Tom Emmer posted this about the SEC. He said Gary Gensler is violating the SEC's statutory mission with SAB 121. We must pass Mike Flood's resolution so Chair Gensler's illegal rule ceases in effect. See my remarks about the resolution. Okay, this is the thing. First off, we are a grifting season. We are an election season. Second off, that's fantastic, Emmer. I would love to see you guys actually do something about Gary Gensler and his overreach. However, I'll believe it when I see it. At this point, all of these politicians are talking out the side of their neck because they want to keep their seat in office and they want to keep their power. But until you actually do something, I don't really care. Because it's just words at this point. All we have heard from our public servants in the U.S. is words, no action taken. Nancy Pelosi is insider trading. Elizabeth Warren is lying about crypto, lying about all these different other industries, all of these things. We have we had Gavin Newsom. They passed a $20 minimum wage in California for all fast food workers except like Panera Bread. Like we have all of this BS that's happening here. I've just had it. Like I really, really just had it. We've got the other, all kinds of issues. But I digress. So I wanted to kind of talk about that because I go after these people. Yeah, Gavin Newsom's a ghetto mess. I want to know, Callie knows too. Like people are like, oh, everybody loves him. Everybody votes for him. Who? Absolutely who? Who is voting for Gavin Newsom in California? Nobody is. Maybe the transplants, but those of us born and raised, we're not into it any way, shape, or form. Also to you guys, CoinCatch. We're going to shill the ref link again because that's what we do. We're YouTube. I'm a YouTuber. I'm supposed to shill things, right? I don't know. Anyways, I'm posting it in the chat again, but they have a great promotion. If you sign up, you can get up to $5,000. And they also launched a CoinCatch Resurrection Potion, 100% subsidy for liquidation. So basically, it's a different event that they're having. They said, dear CoinCatchers, we're worried about market volatility. Don't fret. Claim CoinCatch's exclusive Resurrection Potion, covering 100% of your liquidation losses, limited to the first 500 participants. So if you've not registered on CoinCatch for this, and you're somebody who trades with leverage, you should, because if they're going to help with you getting your liquidation stuff fixed, good for you, which again, Reminder, majority of you are not experienced traders and you have no business using leverage. But if you are, 2 to 3 times leverage max, and I wish you wouldn't, but do what works for you. I'm not going to tell people what to do because I use leverage myself. Anyways, had to shill. Now, let's talk about what is going on over here. This is a really, really cool story. Where is it? Oh, where is it? Here we go. This is CoinMarketCap, and also too, I was nominated for the CMC Awards. It has been an absolute honor. I probably won't win, and that's okay, but just being nominated is amazing. But basically, what's going on with this story and why I'm showing this to you is that Bitcoin surpassed the Russian ruble to become the 14th largest currency in the world by market cap. Wow. Bitcoin is above the peso, the bot, all of these different currencies. And that's pretty impressive. That's absolutely impressive. And I love too how CoinMarketCap, CMC, they basically saying what the price is in Satoshis. It's just amazing. It's a really cool thing to see. So hats off to Bitcoin. All right, let's go ahead and talk about Solana. And yes, I have a moon bag of Solana. My best low caps is yourmom.com. I don't really talk too much about low caps because I just don't want the drama, honestly. It's just not worth it. Anyways, but Solana, and if we cover a lot of news stories here, so if you listen, you might hear some low caps. Make sure y'all smash the like. All right. Solana rockets 13% to newly year high, led by with meme coin frenzy. And again, another meme coin. And a lot of these meme coins with dogs, they will do well. So if you invest, cool, good for you. Awesome, proud of you. Anyways, let's get into it a little bit. Sol hit a yearly high of $124. It's still down 52% from the all-time high of $260, which it hit November 6th of 2021. So basically, Sam SBF needs to shill Solana harder in prison. They have access to phones there and they can trade and do all kinds of stuff. But anyways, preceding the Solana rally was a frenzy of buying activity for the Solana-based meme coin Dog with Haft. Price pumped 55% from 52 cents to 82 cents, and Bonk just hit $1.5 billion market cap. Congratulations, bonkers. You bonky bonks. Now, let's go ahead and take a look. And this is over here. We'll show you the market cap, all of those things. These are all the, and again, you guys, if you do not know where to buy a lot of these crypto assets, you can go to CoinMarketCap and you can research that over there and they will tell you. It'll tell you exactly where you can go get it. So you don't go on to a wrong exchange. I do want to take a look at Solana's price action. And again, you can go ahead and trade that dollar cost average, whatever it is on CoinCatch, whatever works for you, honey. But taking a look at Sol is up. We had a bit of a retracement. We're currently at 128, but it ran up to about $134. Right now with Sol, let's go ahead and draw a silly little trend line. We'll go ahead and draw the lows from over here. Just as long as we stay above this support area here at $103, we're good. I do think Solana will continue to do well. Is Solana the Ethereum unaliver? I don't think so. I think that they can both coexist in the market together. But Solana, I do think we'll see $300 this year. I really do. And again, I've got a moon bag and I have a current position with it as well. BNB is right over here. And BNB is doing absolutely amazing. It actually broke out of this consolidation range between $350 and $200. Yes, it is a big, big, big consolidation range, but we're good over there. So shout out to everybody still holding BNB on the weekly. Now let's talk about this. We're talking about the Bitcoin spot ETFs. Blackrock ibit just passed $8 billion in assets under management in less than 45 trading days. Initial bullish speculation was that all Bitcoin ETFs could take in $10 billion in 2024. ibit could pass $10 billion alone in the next week. Buy Bitcoin. Wow. The amount of FOMO we have with Bitcoin right now is absolutely ridiculous. It really, really, really is ridiculous. And it's not even done. The charts are on YouTube, so you can go over there and subscribe. Also too, BlackRock partnered with Brazil's B3 stock exchange for a Bitcoin ETF. They basically want to replicate Bitcoin performance with a 0.25 management fee, and the fees are temporarily reduced to 0.12 for the first $5 billion in assets. BDR lacks tax exemption similar to the share sales under 20K. So that's interesting. We're starting to see BlackRock come into other countries and prey upon them. And again, I think that it is absolutely predatory, but at the same time, I'm going to grift. I'll grift with that. All right, let's talk about this. Morgan Stanley evaluating spot Bitcoin ETFs for its giant brokerage platform. Of course, Morgan Stanley would. Why wouldn't they? Everyone and their mom in TradFi is going to be doing this. They will. But, All right. So the asset manager, Stanley, is now considering offering spot Bitcoin ETFs to customers. One of the largest U.S. dealer platforms with 1.4 trillion AUM, assets under management. And I didn't know what assets under management were until I started crypto. So this is why I go over these news stories with you guys. They were the first major U.S. bank to offer its wealthy clients access to Bitcoin funds in 2021. I'm surprised that they didn't start a little bit earlier, but hey, maybe they wanted to wait and see what the success was. Who knows? I don't know. I've got no idea. But again, more scammers coming into the industry. They're going to pump our bags. They are going to pump price up, and we are going to be very, very happy. Very, 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 very happy. Yeah, Gavin is a ghetto mess. He's terrible. Yeah, he's absolutely terrible. Yes. But, we're here. We're here. All right, let's get into the next one. The U.S. government labeled addresses moved over 920 million worth of Bitcoin. Let's read this. So they transferred 920 million from two wallets that held funds seized from Bitfinex in 2016. The transfers were made to unidentified addresses. They seized these funds in 2016 after Bitfinex was hacked for 120,000 Bitcoin by these two dumb kids. Transfers occurred the same day Bitcoin passed 60,000 for the first time in over 2 years. In total, U.S. government holds $12.5 billion worth of Bitcoin, I believe. The transfer occurred days after Ila Lichinson, the hacker who stole over $4.5 billion worth of Bitcoin from Bitfinex, appeared in court detailing how he pulled off one of the largest Bitcoin heists, reportedly told the jury he had access to Bitfinex's systems for several months. Lichtenstein and his rapper wife, I thought that was a girlfriend, Razzlekin, were arrested February of 2020, which was absolutely insane. It was it was a crazy bull run time. And at the time, the government alleged conspired to launder 4.5 billion in hacked Bitcoin, of which the government seized 3.6 in the largest financial seizure in history. Well, good for them. So maybe we can pay back some of our debt with this stuff. This is the thing. And actually, this is going to segue into the next story. So let's go ahead and talk about that. We'll segue into it. We will segue into that because it'll be funny. Smash the like, get it up, get it up, get it up. Yeah, New York is pretty terrible too. It's sad, but this is America. Land of the free, or land of the extortion, home of the geriatric public servants. Okay. This right here. This is from Mr. Nayib Bukele. Cry harder. This is to Peter Schiff. Peter Schiff is a gold bug. And the funny thing about Peter Schiff that most people don't know, he shills gold a lot and he's been doing it forever. He just goes on Twitter and he trashes Bitcoin. I'm glad you don't care about articles, and that's why you're probably going to end up losing all your money in this industry, is because you're not researching enough. It is important to pay attention to what is happening in all aspects of crypto, and that's part of fundamental analysis. And if you cannot do that, then you're not going to do well here, I promise you. Unless you're somebody who's just trading. But at the same time, even if you're just trading, you need to have your finger on the pulse. That's just my opinion, though. But what do I know? I've just been doing this full time since 2018. Anyways, so Peter Schiff has been shilling gold for a gazillion years. But the funny thing about it is he actually accepts Bitcoin payments. So it's just marketing. That's all that he's doing. That is just all that he is doing over there. So there was a big battle. So Nayib Bukele, the philosopher and king of El Salvador, said, talk about those profits after you sell and realize them. So Nayib Bukele came out with this. He said, when Bitcoin's market price was low, they wrote literally thousands of articles about our supposed losses. Now that Bitcoin's market price is up, if we were to sell, we would make a profit of over 40% just from market purchase. And our main source of Bitcoin is now our citizenship program. We won't sell, of course. At the end, one Bitcoin is one Bitcoin. This was true when the market price was low, and it's true now. But it's very telling that the authors of those hit pieces, the analysts and the experts, the journalists, are totally silent now. Remember this next time they spell lies about El Salvador. And you know what? I appreciate you, Callie, coming out and saying these things. And the reason why is because people trashed him. They trashed him so hard for buying Bitcoin. And the unfortunate thing about that was that we're talking about this alleged third world country that has a lot of crime. They have a lot of problems. And we have this young public servant that comes into office that's been there. He's there. And he just wants to change. He really wants to change the country for the better. Is he perfect? No, he's a public servant. No human is perfect. But at the same time, you guys, I really think he's done his best. And I remember posting on Twitter. He and I had a meme war before. But I remember posting on Twitter, like, I would consider moving to El Salvador. And I had all the Euro traders and all the people on crypto Twitter. She's dumb. She doesn't know what she's talking about. She wouldn't last 1 minute. But they're from another part of the country. I'm born and raised LA. I've been in the best parts. I've been in the worst parts. And I think it's so funny when people, especially from other countries, try to come for us from LA because they don't know. We're built completely different. We are a melting pot of different cultures and nationalities and races and all kinds of things. Okay. We've got hoods. We've got hills. We've got so many different things here. And one thing I will say is I'm not from El Salvador, but I talk to people from all over the world. I've got my boots on the ground, just like I told Crypto Ran from Crypto Banter. But anyways, would I survive in El Salvador? Probably better than any of those idiots. But anyways, because they won't be able to buy themselves out of a jam. I could talk though. I'll talk my way out of a jam. But I just appreciate what he's done for to try and help resolve the crime issues and those types of things, because crime is a big problem, especially in LA. And you know, I feel like El Salvador might be safer, and I gotta get down there and check it out for myself and go from the hoods to the hills, baby. Anyways, a shout out to Callie and shout out to all the improvements you've made. I think that's absolutely outstanding. A gamer said about Peter Schiff. Fun fact, Peter Schiff is the founder of Bitcoin Ordinal project called Golden Triumph that is currently trading on Magic Eden. The current floor price is 0.068 Bitcoin, which is 4,000 USD, which makes sense. Queen said, this is how I know Queen is real. She says, I'm good on any MLK Boulevard. I want to tell you guys something. So the funny story about MLK Boulevard, it doesn't matter what city you're in. It doesn't matter what state you're in. If you see a Cesar Chavez or an MLK Boulevard, if you see any of those boulevards, you know the people are outside there. You know people are outside. You know they're looking for a good time. You know that there's colors there, and you know you're not supposed to be talking to everybody there. And you probably don't want to go down there, especially if you're not from there. If you don't have any family or know anybody that lives there, you want to stay off of Cesar Chavez and MLK. Not in a bad way, but it's like that's not your neighborhood and that's not your set, so you stay away. But I swear to God, every single state I've been to, you stay off of Cesar Chavez and MLK. And it's not a mean thing. It's not meant to be bad, but it's just a street smart thing. You stay off. And it's funny because she knows. It's true, though, and it's not a bad thing. I'm just telling you, like if you don't know the neighborhood, stay away. And it's funny. Everybody's saying facts, yeah. Winnie knows a little bit about here and there. Smash a like. We got 400 of you in YouTube. Get it up. We need at least 400. We've got almost 200 of you in Tiki Tacky. So yay! Woo! Anyways, from the hood to the hills, baby. All right, let's talk from Mr. Ryan. What is he talking about? Oh, prediction. A national government will be revealed this year to have been buying Bitcoin, the modern replacement for monetary gold, without having disclosed that fact publicly. He said, and then Ryan said, the Saudis buy a massive trove of Bitcoin, announced before the U.S. politicians can pass industry crippling legislation. If you destroy our bags, we're not friends anymore. Checkmate. I don't know about, I believe Saudi is probably buying it, but I think Snowden's talking about the U.S. The U.S. is notorious from lying to people. They lie, they cheat, they steal, and they just put their people in power. But the U.S., and I know this because I know some people from OTC desk, public servants have been buying. The banks have been buying. TradFi has been buying. And they've been doing this for a long time. It's not new. And they don't disclose. So I don't know why we have to disclose and pay taxes on this stuff when these other people don't. But at the same time, I'm going to pay my crypto taxes. I'm going to pay all my taxes because I'm not going to do any time because I'm not above the law. The public servants are, so don't forget that. Somebody said in SF, Cesar Chavez is the hood as well. I told you, it doesn't matter what city, what state in the United States of America, Cesar Chavez and MLK, you just stay away. If you're not from there, you don't have family or friends or people there, you're not there to meet somebody, stay away. And it's not a bad thing. It just is what it is. Like my old neighborhood, sometimes there's certain places, there's certain colors you can't wear. Anyways, Sacramento too. All right, this is from Colbelsi. I have no idea what this is. So anyways, they said the Coinbase coin crash just erased 100 billion of market cap in Bitcoin in 15 minutes. Okay, let's read this a little bit. I gotta do a little bit of due diligence. Okay, so basically let's read these notes. Coinbase users worldwide were seeing zero balances across their accounts after Bitcoin hit 60,000 for the first time in over 2 years. The event erased 100 billion of Bitcoin's market cap in 15 minutes. It fell from $64,000 to $59,000. Bitcoin was less than 10% away from all-time high. Coinbase.coin also crashed 5% in 15 minutes after the outage. Basically, Brian Armstrong said Coinbase is doing a large surge of traffic. All services have been restored and users' funds are safe. I believe that is true. I think that it was just an outage. Remember, anytime there's high volatility, systems go down. This happens in banking as well, in traditional financial industries. They just don't report it. It is what it is. But it's interesting that the coin stock crashed 5% in 15 minutes because after the outage. Yes, you can treat me to a drink when you make $1 million. Yeah, that would be fun. We'll see. I'll have you sign an NDA and you go through vetting and you can take me in for a drink. Sure, why not? Why not? I've made it this far. But apparently these two are correlated. I don't know. So cool. If you got coin stock, good for you. Now, Nigeria detains Binance executives in cryptocurrency crackdown. This is actually very upsetting, this story. Woo! This is really upsetting. Nigeria is a place that really does need crypto, especially Bitcoin. And I know that I've heard from people that live there. I have friends that are there. And I know Americans, they're now American citizens, but they came from that area. They've talked about how Bitcoin has improved the quality of life for people over there. And a lot of people are very upset about this story. So let's go through it. So 2 senior Binance executives detained in Nigeria. The authorities are cracking down on crypto exchanges. I wonder why, because they are not able to control the narrative anymore. Public servants are dangerous. These financial institutions are dangerous. They really, really want to impede and harm people. Binance halted trading of Nigerian Naira against Bitcoin and Tether. Central bank governor cites concerns about illicit flows through crypto platforms. Telecoms regulator ordered blocking access to top exchanges. Nigeria aims to curb speculation on Naira amid rapid devaluation of the currency. So what they're doing is, and I understand the complexities here because there could be illicit transactions going through because their laws and regulations are different than America. So I understand that. But at the same time, Bitcoin and crypto, and I've actually heard people being able to use Binance in some of those regions as an actual bank for their crypto because it's just easier to get to than their own bank. That's what I've heard. But this is unfortunate because really the story here is that Nigeria aiming to curb speculation on Naira amid rapid devaluation of the currency. So all that they're trying to do, they're trying to stabilize their currency because people are tired of it. They want to be able to provide for their families. They want to have a good life. They don't want to be in poverty. And looks like the central bank governor said, nope, you don't get that. And that's tragic. That's very, very, very tragic. And I'm not saying there's not any wrongdoing, but at the same time, is it really about the wrongdoing? Because you know that the public servants, especially over there in other areas, they take bribes. Is it really about the wrongdoing or is it about the devaluation of the currency? All right, this is a great story. It's not 100% for sure yet, but it's a great story. So Gemini Trust Co. came out. So they said the Earn update. Today, we're pleased to announce we have finally reached a settlement in principle with Genesis and other creditors in the bankruptcy. If approved by the bankruptcy court, again, the bankruptcy court still has to approve it. So the bankruptcy court is a bunch of scammers. The attorneys are a bunch of scammers in bankruptcy. And it's just a big mess, a circle of people running around trying to scam and screw other people. So basically, Earn users could receive up to 100% of their digital assets back in kind. What does that mean? So basically, when we're talking about in kind, let's say you had 1 Bitcoin on the platform, they will give you 1 Bitcoin back. They are not valuing the currency at the date that they filed for bankruptcy or that the exchange halted withdrawals or any of that, because some of the other the platforms that went through crypto bankruptcies, the exchanges, they did that and they absolutely screwed creditors. And the people that won were the UCC members, the attorneys, and the people that were trying to restart these companies or do whatever it was, when in reality, they knew better. And all they needed to do was just completely liquidate day one. Say, you know what? We don't have enough assets to back it. We want to completely shut down. We want to liquidate 100% and give back what we have and then walk away. That's what each one of these platforms should have done. But you know what? They're like, oh, we're going to restart whatever and continue to scam people. So if this actually does go through, I will be a Gemini customer forever. And really shout out to Tyler and to Cameron for this, because they had a say in it, I'm sure. And shout out to the entire Gemini team for making this, to pulling this through, and they donated, they gave a lot of their money too to help get this done. Because we've just seen so much scams and corruption, and you'll still see people blame other people for a lot of the other crypto contagion stuff, when in reality, a lot of it could have been prevented by the SEC, by the public servants, and the actual people running the exchanges. And from Sam SBF as well. But what do I know? I'm just an idiot on the internet. So if you got stuff in Gemini, this is a good earn. This is good for you. Now let's talk about this. SEC hits out a Terraform Labs law firm staggering $166 million retainer. What is going on over here? So the regulator argued that Terraform Labs siphoned the money into an opaque slush fund for its lawyers. Well, here we go. Well, this is exactly what I just told you. And this is why I like attorneys. I rock with attorneys. But at the same time, they do a lot of predatory crap. And bankruptcy is an absolute scam. So, the SEC criticized $166 million retainer from the Terraform Labs to law firm Dentons. They claimed that Terraform had siphoned the money into an opaque slush fund for its lawyers. They probably did. They argued that Terraform should not be allowed to hire Dentons nor pay litigation costs for employees during the bankruptcy. Why don't you do this for the other bankruptcies? You didn't get paid enough, huh? SEC noted that Terraform had paid $122 million into the Dentons advance payment retainer with a 90-day period prior to the bankruptcy, adding the money could be used to repay creditors. Yeah? Well, what about all the other cases you didn't care about? Yeah, that checks out. That checks out. But anyways, let's get on to the next. Okay, from Mr. Jake, SAB 121. I like Jake. He's a cool guy. So let's talk about what this is and why it's important. It was an unlawful rule adopted in violation of the Administration Procedures Act and the Congressional Review Act that unfairly punishes crypto without any coherent jurisdiction. Tomorrow, the House of Financial Services Committee will vote to repeal it. And this was yesterday that he posted it. And that's what we were talking about earlier today. They must vote yes. So this is from Better Markets. This is the thing. Proof of reserves is fine, and all they really need to do is segregate the funds. But let's go through it. Okay, so the SEC Staff Accounting Bulletin, known as SAB 121, advises companies holding crypto for customers to reflect those assets as liabilities on the balance sheets. They want to address risks associated with crypto and protect investors and financial markets. The resolution is proposed to nullify SAB 121, raising concerns about the potential impact on investor protection and financial system stability. Congress faces the decision of whether to undo this measure or maintain it to safeguard against potential consequences of a crypto meltdown. There's not a lot of details here, but I will say it's a very simple thing. Money comes in the market. This is the problem with the crypto exchange, and this is why a lot of them blew up, okay? Very, very simple here. So a lot of you complain about fees. So it's like every time you execute a trade, there's like a fee taken. So that's like how you like run a business. Like you run a business and like you make money. So like we should like pay money to use a platform, and then that platform like takes that money that you like deposit or trade with, and you like move it and you segregate it. And then whatever profit you make from that fee, from that trade or whatever that is, then you like take that and you put that into a different basket. So then you've got your customer funds here, you got your profits over here, and then you like are like transparent to your people. You're like, we're going to take $1 billion and dump it here, and then you get X amount of returns back, but you should sign a waiver for that. Very simple thing. But of course, I want to overcomplicate it. But what do I know? I'm just an idiot on the internet. I'm just a shock. Anyways, smash a like. Smash a like. Stop grifting. Stop grifting. Stop grifting. All right, let's get into the next one. Look how cute he is. Look how cute the guy is. Okay, so before I talk about this guy, I was working in it, and I'm just talking about this guy's hair. I'm just talking about this guy's hair right here. So when I was working in one of the thrift stores I was working at a million years ago, one of my coworkers, I don't know. I think she was from Guatemala, but she would have this, and she was the nicest lady. She was the nicest woman ever. Like I adored her, like sweetest woman ever. She would like, we would have cuckoo customers come in, and she would never say anything bad about anybody. She would just like always like nod her head. But if somebody had like crazy hair or we would find something like digging through the bins, there was this word that she would say, and she says it was based off of it's a Spanish word, but it was based off of a Mexican cartoon character. But that's what this is what this guy's hair looks like, what he looks like. And I don't know, I don't want to say the word because I've tried to find it on the internet and I couldn't find it. And I don't know if it's like derogatory. I don't know what it is, but she would say that and everybody would laugh. But that's what this guy looks like. I don't know who the hell it is. But anyways, here. Representative Shrill Theander has sold up to $750,000 worth of crypto. He sold 500,000 Bitcoin and 250,000 of Ethereum. And Ryan said, it will be interesting to see if Congressman Theander cashes out of crypto in order to sell the industry and support some version of Liz Warren's industry killing bill. Ryan's actually right here. So maybe, again, this is some insider trading. Maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe he knows something we don't. That's why he sold his crypto. Because again, Warren came out the other day. We played it. She went to Bloomberg Crypto. She did an interview and claimed she wants to work with us. And one of my friends is a content creator. He's big on TikTok. He's like, Wendy, this is bullish. I was like, no, you're slow. This is not bullish. She's come now that the pressure's been put on her by Deaton. She's coming out and mincing words and flipping because she wants your votes. If she gets reelected again, she is going to not only destroy crypto, she will keep lying about it, but these politicians, these public servants lie. It is grifting season for a reason. Shout out to Hotep Jesus for teaching me the term the grift because that's what's going to happen. And if you vote for her and in crypto, unsubscribe from the channel. I don't want to rock with you. I don't. But anyways, he looks cute. Looking kind of cute over here. I want to check the chat because of what I said. It was funny. Ms. Doubtfire looks Photoshopped. No, it's a real person. Somebody said, I don't want to say that. I don't want to say it. I can't because it's in Spanish and I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. So I don't want to say it because what happens if it's a derogatory term? And or also too, I know that, okay, so when my mom went back to Italy, way back, woo, thank you for the crown, thank you. But when my mom went back to, it was either Sicily or Italy. So there's different dialects, like in each part of the country for like an Italian. So she went to go stay with the family. And I guess she was in one part of Italy and then she went to go stay with the family in another part. And she was at the dinner table. Everybody was laughing, everybody was talking, and she's like, one of the cousins was eating a whole lot. And she's like, oh my God, you're a porcicella. And porcicella in Italian means like you're a fat pig. Or Europe in the other part of the country. So she said it at the So she said at the table because porcicella, where she was prior, meant you're like a fat pig, like joking around, like you're eating a whole lot. And then when she said it in the other part of the country, it meant like so she got like all the family stopped and they looked at her. So I know I knew that story from when I was a kid. So I know that you have to be careful what you say and where you say it because sometimes the words mean something different, especially with Spanish and especially in Latin America. It has different connotations. So that's why I'm not going to say it because I don't know. I don't know. If anybody's from Guatemala, message me and I'll tell you what the word is and then you can tell me if I can say it or not because I don't want to say the wrong one. He's Queen. No, Queen said he's cute. He reminds me of the hamster from the Clumps. Queen, no. We are not Queen. We don't need any more pets. Queen, we are not getting pets. This is 2024. We're not getting pets. I know you speak Spanish, honey, but unless you're from Guatemala, that's why I want to talk to somebody from Guatemala because I don't want to say the wrong word because what happens if it doesn't mean what I think it was? Because basically it meant somebody with like crazy hair or something that was furry, kind of like a Bigfoot, just something that was like all furry and awkward looking. And that's what I think when I see this guy. Unless you're from Guatemala, you message me and then I'll tell you what the word is. But I don't want to say it because what happens if it's a bad word? You're from Costa Rica? Yeah, but you're from Costa Rica, so it might be different dialect. Anyways. Because I want to say it. I want to start calling people that if I know what it is. I wonder if I still have her number. All right. Big shout out to the Digital Currency Traders Alliance. If you guys want to see change, go support them. Go support them. You're from El Salvador. She was from Guatemala, though. She's from Guatemala. So I want to make sure I talk to a Guatemalan person. I'm going to ask, actually, yeah, don't say it. I'm Guatemalan. Yeah, people are telling me. Yeah, so Gamer, I'm not going to go there because I don't know any Filipino, any way, shape, or form. All I know is that lumpia is good. So if you want to send me some lumpia, I will be happy to eat it. But you have to be careful. We're in a bull run, honey. No, I'm not going to ask the chat. Oh my God. I'm not going to ask Chat GPT. I actually Googled it and I couldn't find it, but I'm not going to say it. I'm going to ask somebody though, because I don't want to say the wrong thing. All right. This one over here, DGen News. Somebody bid on this CryptoPunk. Ooh, good for them. Basically they bid 425,000 on this CryptoPunk, and it looks like for 14.78 million. Good for them. We are back, baby. And this is just, we got to talk about this. So Mitch McConnell is a horrible person. No, I know. Okay. Okay. I know the Latinos want to give me a green light, but I can't. What's the word? I went to Guatemala. My sister speaks Spanish fluently and lived there. Email me. My daughter's Latina too. I'm sure she gives me the green light, but I can't. I don't want to say it. I don't want to offend anyone, because what else is it bad? Anyways, though, top Republican Mitch McConnell stepping down after freezing mid-sentence in public. Oh, wait, he's not stepping down. The longest serving party leader in Senate history intends to see out his term in the U.S. Upper House, which ends in January of 2027. Oh, apparently he's going to stand down in November. This article got confusing. Okay, good. I'm happy he's going to step down. She is right. Even in Mexico, same words, a different meaning. I know, so I'm not going to say it, because you guys are going to come for me, especially TikTok. Anyways, geriatrics should be out of office by 65. I'm not going to say the word because I don't know what it means in different parts of the world, and we're globally streaming here. But anyways, you guys, I got to go. I have a very important meeting to get to. Plus, I'm starting to get hot. Thank you guys so much for supporting me. It means a lot. I'm sending everybody love and light. I'll drop a video for you at 3:30 p.m. PST. Bye-bye. Bye, babies. Love y'all. Be good, okay?